Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Wellness on Wednesdays. I am Dr. Misty Paul, and I've got my very good friend here, Meg Tiffany, with me, who has been using essential oils for such a long time. And between the two of us, we love instructing you all on what we're doing with essential oils and how we're using them with the patients that are coming into the clinic. So we hope we get to wow you a little bit today. Meg, do you want to let everybody know what our topic is?
Sure. So good afternoon, everyone. We're going to be talking about the upper extremities today and managing pain in those upper extremities. Hold on, a little paint. There we go. Let me advance. So we've already done a few of these Wow on Wednesdays, these Wellness on Wednesday videos. And so we've covered low back pain, including low back pain with sciatica. We've covered neck pain, including radiating down the arm. We've also covered headaches, vertigo, and jaw pain. So this week, upper extremity pain, and our next month will be lower extremity pain. So I'm going to give it back to Misty to talk and define what we mean by our upper extremities and talk a little bit about what the causes are for pain in these areas of our body.
Thanks, Meg. So today we're going to be discussing pain or soreness or stiffness in the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hands. So next slide, common causes. Well, it's pretty easy to understand that you might have suffered an injury, and it's trauma that brings you in here and lets us know that you're having the stiffness and pain from that injury. A common injury that we're seeing of late is some people having too many things in their hands and falling down stairs. So please be careful. Take more than one trip up and down stairs. It's also different types of arthritic conditions. Degeneration not only occurs in our spine, but it can also occur in our shoulders and elbows and wrists and hands. And of course, it's this degeneration that causes inflammation, and that may be giving you some problems. Many times it's overuse, and that overuse can cause tendinitis and bursitis. Did you know that there's these little sacs, fluid-filled sacs, bursa, in between all of our joints? And so those bursas can get inflamed, and then as you try to move your elbow around or shoulder around, it's the inflammation of the bursa that's producing that pain. Many times what I see in the clinic is that it's from poor posture. So we've talked a lot about this. Poor posture meaning head overhead, of hanging over the shoulder, not being in neutral position. But it could very easily be if you are resting your elbow for long periods of time and then doing, resting your head in your hand. So pressure, continuous pressure for long periods of time on an elbow can give you pain. Resting your forearms on the desk and not letting them just hang to the sides can also give you issues in all the joints that we'll be talking about. So some of this, it will sound repetitive. I want you to think of the nerves that exit for just a moment from the lower part of the neck. We know that between every single vertebrae, there exits nerves. The nerves that do exit from the lower part of the neck and the upper part of the mid-back area, well, those nerves come down, travel down the arms, they go down into your hands and fingers. So problems in your hands, fingers, shoulders may be due to a lower neck injury as well. So again, we talk about shoulder pain, not just being from an injury, but from poor posture. Another problem that I see quite often is as you're driving along, you might be prone to leaning back with that right arm and trying to grab things out from the back seat. So overstretching the arm can give you shoulder pain as well. And that's what we sort of mean by poor habits. Look at the things that you're doing and how you're using those joints to see if you're possibly overstretching and injuring that area. Elbow pain, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow are some of the ones that come to mind. These days, we see a lot of elbow pain with just texting or just even being on the computer. And we'll go on to the next one. And finally, wrist pain. Many of you are familiar with such things as carpal tunnel syndrome. So carpal tunnel syndrome affects the wrist. It's where the ligament that goes across your wrist that holds all the tendons together becomes inflamed, and that gives you pain every time you move your fingers and hand and wrist around. But again, we like to think of it as the whole kinetic chain. Not only do we want to take care of the wrist and the hand, but we also want to take care of the nerves that exit from the neck that feed that hand. And so we'll be treating the neck as well. There's many other types of problems, that different types of arthritis that can also give you that same pain. The most common reason that most people have hand pain is probably due to poor habits of sitting for long periods of time, just resting their hands on their desk and letting their wrists go. Wrists and hands are supposed to be horizontal to not overstress it out. And of course, we know that there's arthritis that can form in the hands as well.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a little time talking to you about various products that we can use to help manage pain in our upper extremities. And some of these products also extend to just generally managing pain throughout the body. One of the points I'd like to make about doTERRA products is they are very, very, very pure. They are tested, they are sourced from around the world, from their natural habitat. So you get the best chemical makeup that you can get from the various plants that provide the oils that are used in these products. So just to start out, I want to talk just for a minute about the Deep Blue products and the Copaiba. I consider these two to be fundamentals in the pain management toolkit at home. They are wonderful products for reducing inflammation, managing nerve pain, and providing some overall wellness and in managing pain. A new product that doTERRA recently released is the Deep Blue Stick. It's a new product in the Deep Blue lineup of products, and it combines all of the great benefits of Deep Blue along with the benefits of Copaiba together in one stick. And so you can just unroll the top and apply it to, you know, your shoulder, your knee, wherever, whatever is hurting, the inside of your wrist. You don't have to get your hands in it. And it's been approved by FDA to help manage pain, arthritis, bruising, etc. So that's very exciting because it really supports the benefits of both the Deep Blue benefits and the Copaiba capabilities. So let's dive into that a little deeper. So why is Deep Blue? Why do we recommend it? Why do we think it's so great? Well, it is a primary property of it is that it is anti-inflammatory, and it gets those properties from wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, and other oils that are included in this blend. It's also an analgesic, so it gets that property again from wintergreen, peppermint, camphor. So you start to get the sense and the understanding that doTERRA takes various oils that have specific properties to and layer them together to give a really strong, powerful effect for what they're trying to achieve, which is managing pain. So deep blue, anti-inflammatory, analgesic, it's antispasmodic, anti-rheumatic, it provides some neurotonic, neuroprotective properties, and it's also a vasoconstrictor. So we want all that when we're trying to manage pain. Copaiba, the other fundamental, I think, in managing pain in the toolkit. So Copaiba comes in a couple different formats. It comes as soft gels, pardon me, and it also comes as an essential oil. So you can take it internally, and when you do that, it really helps promote a healthy immune response. So what do we mean by that when we talk about inflammation? Well, we know when we're injured, we can get inflammation immediately. We want that swelling because it helps in the healing process. But what we don't want is chronic inflammation where something swells up and it stays swollen and you have this constant inflammation in the body. We don't want that. So Copaiba can really help with managing a healthy immune response throughout the body. It's also maybe neuroprotective, which helps protect the nerves. And of course, it's the nerves that send the signals to our brain about pain. So if we can protect them and support them, the pain management will, it just follows that helps with the pain management. Naturally, Copaiba is also anti-inflammatory, it's anti-arthritic, analgesic, and it's a very powerful antioxidant. So again, when grouped together with Deep Blue, it provides a very powerful tool for managing pain. Now, there are a few other wonderful oils that can really help with managing pain. So Aromatouch, which is one of my favorite oils, it's both energizing and relaxing. And it helps increase circulation. So it can help flush inflammation away where it doesn't belong or where it's done its job and then needs to go away. And so it also has the primary properties of being anti-inflammatory. So again, you have the peppermint, you have basil added into this blend, which you can see is also neurotonic. It's anti-inflammatory, and it also helps with regenerative activity. It's a wonderful, wonderful oil to add into your toolbox. Lemongrass is another wonderful oil. The primary properties in it is that it's another anti-inflammatory. It's another analgesic. It helps with regenerative activity, and it's anti-rheumatic. So again, you can layer these oils. If you choose to layer oils with all these great properties, you want to finish off either with the Deep Blue stick or the Deep Blue rub, which will help drive it in. You always want to use the oils first and then finish with the rub or the stick. Now here's one more, I think, one product that belongs in your anti-inflammatory toolbox, and that's the Deep Blue polyphenol complex. So now we've moved from topical application to internal application, if you will. You're going to take these internally. And so by doing that, you start working from the inside out to help manage pain and inflammation. So what does Deep Blue have in it? It's a strong anti-inflammatory, which it gets from frankincense, ginger, and turmeric. It's a very powerful antioxidant with grapeseed extract, green tea extract, pomegranate fruit extract, and resveratrol. We've all heard about these in the news and how great they are for managing and helping with the antioxidants, helping repair or protect against the free radicals that can cause cellular damage. Deep Blue also has the frankincense, which is also supportive in being restorative at the cellular level.
So I'll just say one thing about the deep blue polyphenol. I love, and I call the deep blue polyphenol pain relief in a bottle. So people are taking a lot of different kinds of pain relief products, and they might be harmful to the liver, the kidneys, or might be increasing your blood pressure. And what's great about this is these are natural products without those unwanted side effects. And, you know, we've all heard great things about the antioxidants. And when we go into the grocery store, we're supposed to get fruits and vegetables of all different colors because those are the antioxidants. But please remember, they're so powerful when it comes to pain relief too, because they're helping to decrease inflammation. So really packs a punch.
It does. I'm a big fan of this product. I think it's a wonderful product. Okay, so a question I often get, Dr. Paul often gets this as well, is how often do I apply or how often do I take? So you want to use essential oils as needed, but the big rule of thumb here is that a little bit more often is key. The body can only absorb so much. So the more frequent application is a much more effective approach than just putting a whole lot on at once. If you're taking supplements like the polyphenol complex, take it according to the directions on the bottle. Now, where do you apply? Well, apply it where it hurts. If it hurts in your shoulder, apply those oils and the rubs to your shoulder, your elbow, wherever the pain is. And then, of course, take the polyphenols and other supplements internally. And how do you apply it? Well, you can use oils in 3 different ways. You can apply it topically that we've talked about. You can take them internally, which we've talked about. You can also diffuse them in the air through a diffuser. It really can help with the environment that you're in, and you still get the benefits. So you get it in through the olfactory, through your nose, it gets into your nervous system, and it will have the same effect. But generally, when we're talking about pain, getting the topical application, you can certainly layer with diffusing and of course the internal. One word of caution, any product that you're taking and you apply topically, particularly if you're applying to your hands, if that's where your pain is, you need to wash your hands after you use them if they have peppermint. Some of these oils are very strong. You don't want to have it on your hands and rub your eyes. That won't be a good experience. So you do need to wash your hands off. So I just want to give you that word of caution. I want to throw a few other products out here that can be very supportive in managing pain and inflammation as well. Turmeric, which has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries, comes in both dual chamber capsules, soft gels, as well as oil. Wintergreen is a wonderful oil for supporting pain management. Past tense is another blend that we use quite a lot. Siberian fir, frankincense, and then one more approach to managing inflammation from the inside out is Lifelong Vitality, which is a supplement pack. But if you're not eating a good diet and you don't have good health practices, you are at much higher risk of having a higher degree of inflammation in your body. If you're eating a healthy diet and you're taking a whole food supplement like the Lifelong Vitality pack, it helps reduce that inflammation in your body so that you're managing the pain on another level from the inside out. Some things to think about. So how do you get the doTERRA products? Well,
I'll just say one thing before we let everybody know how to get products. Many people who will be listening to this webinar are familiar with essential oils, but for many of you, you might be new at this and you might just be looking at the whole list of products and thinking, oh my goodness, I'm so confused. Where do I start? So I want to just tell you a few of my favorite that we're using in the clinic and that we've probably used on you if you're a patient of ours. Deep Blue Rub, I love that. And we are constantly applying that and showing our patients how to apply that on all different body parts. And now that we have the Deep Blue stick, it combines the copaiba. And then Past Tense is another one of my favorites when it comes to our upper extremity. So Past Tense and the Deep Blue stick would be two awesome products to have. And as you come into the clinic, we'll talk more about the supplements too.
Okay, so with that, how do we get the doTERRA products? So Misty, I'm going to let you talk about this part.
Sure, absolutely. So the products are readily available at Basics First Chiropractic. Come on in here and come talk to me about it, and we'll get the products into your hands. You can also ask us for the link. We can give you the doTERRA link that you see on the slide. And if you enter that code, you'll get a little bit of a discount. So we're always looking for discounts. So, make sure that you use that. By all means, for most of you, you have the clinic number to be able to get a hold of me. But sometimes just in the day-to-day, I may not be as quickly available as Meg is. So Meg has provided you with her cell phone number and also her email. And feel free to reach out to her. She is happy to help all of Basics First patients learn more about essential oils. And then if you're concerned about, oh, well, Meg may not know everything that's going on with me, once you give myself permission or Meg permission, then she and I can talk about what I might recommend, and you'll be able to follow back up from her. As a side note, and we love our Amazon, how easy it is to order things from Amazon. But I will dissuade you from ordering doTERRA products from Amazon. It's not the best way to get them. And you may find that you've got a product that has additives or fillers or has been diluted, and you're not going to get the full benefit of that product. So before you do that, come talk to Meg and myself.
Yeah, just as a note to that, Amazon is not an approved reseller of doTERRA products. So you do want to exercise caution there. Okay, so basically as a quick summary on pain relief, one of the great things about these pure therapeutic grade essential oils is that they're non-addictive, they don't have side effects, and they're very powerful and effective. Again, for those of you who would like to try some of these oils out, here's the link that you can go to and the code to enter. Take a picture. And for future reference, every first Wednesday of each month, Dr. Paul and I will be doing a webinar. Our topics change from month to month. So we really are trying to educate people on how to be effective with the application and use of doTERRA essential oils and products to live a happier life. And we thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. See you next month.
Yep. Misty, I can't find the record. Stop the record.